Hey, hey, happy Sunday crafternoon, my paper crafting friends. Make sure I'm where I need to be. I know it takes a couple of seconds since Facebook Live is delayed just a little. All right, I am perfection. Hello, everybody. My name is Dawn Bourgette, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, owner of Dawn's Creative Chalet. And as you guys find me, I'm going to straighten things up here because that bugs me big time. I'm funny like that. Please forgive the reflection on the glass mat, but I set it down about a month ago and then I forgot to put it back up on my table and I kind of miss using it. So anyway, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get these for everybody, maybe. Eventually, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, come on in, have a seat. Another Sunday crafternoon of crafting and creativity and inspiration and laughter and fun, right? That's what it's all about. While we're waiting for a few of you to connect and find me in your feed, as you find me, if you are not already a part of my e-newsletter, go ahead and open up your phone. Show it to this QR code right here, and it will take you to a page, a landing page as we call it, and you can sign up for my newsletter. It takes less than a minute. It's that fast. Also, just to remind you of the May host code, as you place an order with me, I appreciate every order that I do get. This helps tremendously in my business. And also, if you are spending more than $150 on your order, and that's easy to do, especially with the new catalog now, right? Go ahead, do not use the host code and enjoy the free rewards, Stampin' Rewards, free product credit, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what we call it anymore. Free stuff, right? Go ahead and use that for yourself. But if it's under 150, please use the host code. All right. And by the way, I appreciate every order. I will send a handmade card and all the fun things. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to grab some other things here. Get this out of the way. I'm going to put that back up there just so you have it for reference. I'm going to try to scoot it as far up as I can. Maybe right about there. Okay. Alrighty. Just to remind you guys once again that I also have a community on Facebook. It's a group, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. So if you're not there, go ahead and join it. We'd love to have you over there. Also, my YouTube channel, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet. If you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe and hit the bell. It will turn black, and you will get all the notifications as I do all the things with YouTube. In fact, I think what I need to do next, my next step is to get on YouTube Live. But, you know, it's all those technical things that just scare me. I'm just going to be honest. It takes me a little bit to warm up to technology, right? Oh, my goodness sakes. Hi, Lori. How are you? How are things going a little south of me and on the other side of the lake? It's good to see you. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Also, check out my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com, and my online store, as I just had showed you with the host code, dawnscreativechalet.stampinup.net. And I'm also on Pinterest, because who is not there, right? We need all the ideas that we can get. Also, just to remind you of a couple of things, we already had the catalog kickoff. I should have refreshed and revised this, but hey, it is what it is. We just had Sip and Stamp at Starbucks. For all of you who are local, who did stop by Starbucks on Friday, thank you so much. It's always a treat to see that you're taking time out of your Friday to come and see me. So if you are local-ish to me, I'm in the Ludington, Scottville, Manistee, in that area on the west side of Michigan. It's raining there? Is it really? Oh my goodness. Well, please keep it. I don't want it because the sun finally came out here. And we have blue skies, so I don't want it to go away. But anyway, if you are local-ish to me, feel free to take a drive over to the Ludington, Michigan Starbucks the first Friday of every month from noon to 2. The only time that will deviate is if there's a holiday planted there. And when I say holiday, it's either the 4th of July weekend or Labor Day weekend. And then what I will do, for an example, in July, I think Friday falls on the 5th. So we're going to bump it a week later. But I'll let you know as that gets into July. That's a long ways away, right? But anyway, otherwise it's the first Friday of the month, noon to 2 p.m. You just come on over. Bring a friend if you like. I love that. And we just sit around, we laugh, and make new friends, and we create a free card, free make and take. Also coming up this week on Thursday is my creative card class where you'll make 4 cards with envelopes, and that is $30 or free with a minimum order of $30. Makes sense, right? But anyway, that is being set up and getting ready to go, and I offer that at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. So please, please, please make sure to RSVP by tomorrow if you will be attending on Thursday, because I will be cutting for that class pretty soon here. Also, as we get into May the 11th, sorry about that. I just had a phone call. I think I'm still here. Yep, I'm here. Hi, Evelyn. Happy Sunday afternoon. Thanks again for coming to Starbucks on Friday. I love seeing you. So this coming Saturday, so less than a week from now, on Saturday, May the 11th, at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., no early sales, I'm going to have my 14th annual BOGO, Retired Stamps and More event. So anything with Stampin' Up! That has been retired as far as stamp sets, bundles, designer series paper, cardstock, ribbons, inks, ink refills, what else? Any tools of any sort, punches, all that stuff, all the stuff will be sold at the event. But please do not expect garage sale pricing. That's not what this is. It is a BOGO. So what you purchase at my event, you will get a coupon for the same amount to spend in the new catalog. So all of my things are marked to the price of the catalog, so that I'm able to do this for you. But anyway, then I give you just a couple of days, 2 days to shop. I put in the order, it's delivered to me at the chalet, and then everybody picks it up here at the chalet. That helps on shipping for everybody as well. And again, it helps me be able to give you free items. It's a pretty good deal. Hey, Judy. Happy Sunday afternoon. Let's see here. Also, I have a product inclusive class for May, Take to the Sky. So I call it the Airplane Suite. And that is going to be on Thursday, May the 23rd at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. This includes products. So it includes the designer paper, the embellishment, and the twine. It is $36. I offer a $5 coupon if you place an order during the time of the class. You can't extend the coupon. It has to be done during class. And I'll need to have an RSVP for that by May the 9th. So that's coming up when we have creative card class. All right, what else we got going around here at the chalet? Of course, online exclusives. For those of you who attended my catalog kickoff this last Thursday, I was kind of explaining the whole layout of the catalog. Because if you guys have received the catalog through me, you'll notice that the layout is a lot different, right? A lot different. So between going to my online store and using the index in the back of your catalog is going to be your two best friends to find what you need. And it's just getting us used to going to the online store, right? And honestly, to tell you the truth, and I know I keep talking and talking and talking about it, but if you don't go to the online store, you're missing out on a lot of products that are only available there that you'll never see in a publication. And this is the route Stampin' Up! Is going. We're not eliminating a catalog, but our catalog can only be so big. If it begins to be over a pound, with too many, a pound, 1 pound to ship it out, it's going to cost twice as much to send that catalog. This way, not only is it more economical for y'all to get the catalog so I can send it to you, but also it gives Stampin' Up! Flexibility with actually offering even more product than what we've ever had. So that's fun. I don't know about you guys, but I love free product. And I know I say that every week, but it's so true. But anyway, with that being said, we have the online exclusive. So make sure to go and check them out because I don't want you guys to miss out on some really cool things that I'm sure you're going to be like, wow, I had no idea that XYZ was there. Okay. Also, we have Paper Pumpkin. So coming up for May is the best there is. Subscribe by the 10th of May to get this kit. It looks like it's masculine themed, which is going to be kind of fun. And also, I believe that this is still available. I haven't checked on it recently, but this little die set, which I think I have, yes, right here. Is available, and it kind of coordinates with all 3 kits for April, May, and June. So that's kind of fun. June's kit is going to be, I think, about the ink colors, which is kind of fun. That's why it's in black and white. But we all know the new ink colors anyway right now. So that's fun. So if you haven't subscribed with me, you might want to check out Paper Pumpkin. They're pretty darn good. Also, just to let you guys know of this wonderful starter kit. So I'm going to break this down for you. And I meant to do this on Friday because I jumped on Friday, kind of an impromptu Facebook Live because I had a box waiting for me full of more new product out of the brand new catalog after I got home from Starbucks, Sip and Stamp. And so I thought, oh, I need to jump on. I need to show you guys all the good things. So I went through the catalog, but I forgot to tell you about this. So this is pretty awesome, you guys. So our starter kit is $99. You get $125 of product. Okay. So that is $26 of extra product for free. Okay. Now you guys do the math while I'm talking about this, and then we'll total it up and see how much you're actually saving. Then, of course, they throw in a Paper Pumpkin, which now is valued at $25. So you have 26 plus 25. Then you have free shipping, which is around $12-ish, give or take, depending on where you're located. And then also, you're getting all of this thrown in. This is an $82 value. Okay, so if my math is correct, that's right around $143 of stuff for $99. I don't know about you, but that's pretty good math. So anyway, if you're interested in this, let me know. I can help you out with it. Whether you're local or long distance, we would love to have you as part of the Chalet Stampers. And what else was I going to tell you guys about here? Oh, and by the way, I'm doing something a little different. So we're going to try this. So I made a supply list that I always have on my blog after we're done with a Facebook Live that lets you know all the products that I used for those projects. So what I think I'm going to try to do, we're going to attempt this, is to make the supply list handy, not only just on my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com, but I'm going to try to also attach this into the comments or description section of YouTube. I do have a supply list as far as links available, but I thought this might be handy as well there. I don't know. We'll see. It might be almost too much and redundant, but nonetheless, I've decided to make a full supply list. Isn't this cool? Of all the stuff that I've used today. And then what else was there I was going to tell you about? Maybe that was everything. That's a lot. That's a lot of info, isn't it? So you guys ready to do some creative, fun stuff? Goodness sakes, I have frogs in my throat. The beautiful new catalog, right? So let's show you what we're going to be playing with today. It is on page 58. Whoops, get that out of the way there. And we are going to play with the Labeled with Love bundle. And I liked the samples that we have. So with that being said, I decided to just case the samples. And I also made an extra bonus card just to show you guys. But I love this bundle. And as I talked about on Friday, what's really cool about this bundle is, of course, I like the stamp set. I like the simplicity of the stamp set. This right here reminds me a lot of two-step stamping that we had for Celebration. Doesn't it? And then I like this little butterfly here. He's just the perfect size, and you'll see in a minute. And just the sentiments are fun. But this little guy right here, I guess we'll call it a label. So you have a choice of bundling this. Now remember, the bundled items are in this area here for all the bundles that are put together, which is how my brain works. And it gives you the item number for either the dies or bundling it with the punch. And here's the punch. Hello. Anyways, you can see my mount there. So here is the punch that coordinates with this, or you can purchase, and you see I've purchased both the punch and the dies, and I'll explain that as we go through these. What's nice about this is they give you 3 of these. So I wanted to case this card right here. So I can cut these all at one time. Or if these are positioned on a card where my punch won't reach, I have the option of using either, right? So for me, I wanted both. That was my justification. Punches are awesome, but sometimes the flexibility that you have with dies is pretty awesome too. Hey, Carol, happy Sunday afternoon to you. It's good to see you. Anyway, in fact, I'm going to leave these out because we're going to end up using these eventually. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Grab my goodies here. Here is card, whoops, it helps if I showed it the right way up, right? Okay. So this is going to be the first card that we're going to make. And I did some things ahead of time. For instance, I stamped the butterflies. And I've already cut them out because there are no dies for these cute little butterflies. And I started to stamp extras of the label in Melon Mambo on white. I also went ahead and I tied the bow already. This is from, by the way, this ribbon. I love it. And you know what I love about white ribbon is that you can take your Stampin' blends. I didn't do it this time, but you could take any of the colors of your Stampin' blends and make it into any color that you want ribbon to go with your projects. It's pretty cool. So anyway, we have a bow that's already tied. And then, let me get my cheat sheet here. I was looking for that and I stuck it right on the back of the card. All right, so we have Melon Mambo. This is Melon Mambo cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then the inside piece is a liner of basic white, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Then we have this beautiful paper here. I think it's called Simply Zinnias. This is an online exclusive. This paper is absolutely beautiful. In fact, the whole suite is gorgeous. And it just screams spring and summer, right? Look at the back of that. That's pretty too. But we're gonna, well, I don't know. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Let me see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we try it? As far as like this, and have that, and then that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Which side? These look like little stars. Star side or the flower side? You guys vote. You guys vote. Let me know. Hey, oh my gosh. Sally, hello. Happy Sunday afternoon. I sure miss you. It's very good to see you. Thank you for hopping on. Flower. Evelyn says flower. Carol says flower. All right. Keep voting, you guys. We'll see, because I'm not going to put it together quite yet. Anyway, while you guys are voting, let me give you the dimensions, measurements, whatever you want to call them, on these other pieces. So on this piece of Flirty Flamingo, it is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. This piece of designer paper is 3 by 4. Then we have this piece of Flirty Flamingo, which is cut at 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. Then, of course, we have our butterflies that I stamped in Memento black ink on basic white. And I'm going to color them with Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo, and Daffodil Delight blends. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to put my little notes over here. And with that being said, since I've already stamped that, apparently, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just trying to get ahead of myself when I was making the samples. We're going to go ahead, we're going to use the punch. The punch. So you can purchase this by itself if you don't like the bundle, which is nice, because we like options, right? I'm going to go ahead and punch this puppy out. Let me see here. I get it. Just so. Close enough, right? Close enough. Everybody's voting flowers, right? All right. We'll do flowers then. Flowers it is. Flowers wins. And then what I'm going to do is grab a block, and we need Enjoy Today. Whoops. I have all these extra goodies that I cut for cards for later. I always like to keep them inside of the stamp case so I know right where to find them. Then I'm looking all over for them thinking, oh, gee, I'm so organized, but I can't find a thing. You guys can relate to that, right? So we're using Melon Mambo to go ahead and stamp the sentiment inside that label. And this is a photopolymer stamp. And remember, most of the time when you're stamping on a surface with photopolymer, you need to have something underneath to give it that nice crisp image like the piercing mat. But when you're using this glass mat, you don't even need it. And I get some beautiful crisp images when I stamp. One of the bonuses of having this glass mat. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start assembling the card. Oops, wait. I need to color the butterflies. What was I thinking? So Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to use the dark on all of these. So first of all, I started out with, oh, what am I doing here? With Melon Mambo to color the butterflies. And I just went around the edge like so. This almost looks red to me. That's kind of weird. And like that. I don't spend a whole lot of time coloring because first of all, I'm not really good at it. And I just get really impatient. Oops, I should do this one too. That would help. There we go. So if you guys all had a great weekend, let me know, what have you been up to? I did a lot of creating yesterday. There we go. And then we'll use the dark Flirty Flamingo. Oh, aren't these butterflies pretty? And then we'll use the dark Daffodil Delight. And there we are. Beautiful. Ta-da! Now we're going to go ahead and assemble everything. I'm going to grab, I need to fill my bottles. My multi-purpose liquid glue is running low in my cute little bottles with that fine tip. I love those. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on using seal, not dimensionals. But I will be using dimensionals in a minute. I don't want to disappoint you guys. You know me and my dimensionals. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put this, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Let's put dimensionals on the back of this. See, I couldn't resist. Just talking about them, I had to use them. Did you make cards? Awesome, Carol. You're like a card making machine, aren't you? All right, I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here like so. And then I think I'm going to attach this entire thing with dimensionals as well. This is why the post office does not like me, because I'm using these on everything. Besides, this way I know it won't go anywhere. It's attached for good. And I'm going to put it at an angle. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow with a couple of mini glue dots. And stick that up here. And then, of course, we need to attach our beautiful butterflies with a couple of dimensionals. This is another reason why I love my glass mat. When I'm coloring with these Stampin' blends and they start to bleed a little, they won't get on, the stuff doesn't get on anything. All right, there we go. And we'll put him there. And then I really need some bling, right? Where did I put it? So this is something new to me. I think that these are new. You know, in our catalog, it doesn't have that little in by all the new things, so, which I'm so used to. So I'm like, did I have that or is that new? But aren't these beautiful? So I figure they're generic and they're blingy. So we're going to add them to the card. In fact, I didn't add any bling to this one. Woo, we got to do that. I was slacking. Let's see here, and a couple little guys. We'll put one in the middle of the butterfly. Ooh, I like that. Yes, there we are. You can't have a card without a little bit of bling. Oh, isn't that pretty? All right, so there is card number 1. And I changed it up just slightly from what was in the catalog. But that's what makes it fun. Oh, you know, the other thing I did not do yet, I didn't attach this. So we need to have the liner inside our card. Okay, done with card number 1. What did you guys think of that one? Quick and easy. That's what I like. Sorry, reading your comments. Oh, no. I didn't know that you broke your hand, Carol. Did I miss that? I am so sorry. I bet you are happy to get back into stamping. My goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and do card number 2. So you're making up for lost time, right? All right. So here's card number 2, and I'm actually going to do a little bit of die cutting with you guys. Whoops, everything is falling on the floor, but you guys can't see that, so that's a good thing. Okay, so this is a color I have not really used a whole lot of, and it's beautiful, right? This is Azure Afternoon. I was going to say Azure Blue, but I caught myself. This card base is basic white, the thick white. This is cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. The Azure Afternoon is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Since it's a white base, we don't need a liner for inside the card. Now what I'm going to do with this, before we go ahead and layer it to the card, we want to cut these little windows out. So I'm going to go ahead and move all this stuff aside. Going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we're going to be shaking it up, literally. Now, where did my dies go? Here we are. So we have the 3 dies. Whoops, I want to make sure you guys can be able to see this. There's nothing that's that difficult to do by any means. It just, you want to keep them so that they're even and that they stay in place. So if you guys can see these pieces of tape, this is that Post-it note tape so that it's easy to peel off. Let's see here. Just about like so, right? I don't know why, but I always shake. And I didn't even have coffee today. I don't know what the excuse is for that today, but anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit of that Post-it note tape on them, grab the other plate so we make our little sandwich, move all the stuff out of the way, and we're going to shake it up. Sorry. If that bothers you, just close your eyes. Okay, there we are. I'm going to move this gizmo right out of our way. And it's easy as that. So you can save these if you have something else to use them on for another project. All right. And there we go. Ooh, those aren't so, that's okay. You know what? It's a handmade card, but they are crooked. And I'm also going to take the foam adhesive strips. I don't use these too much. This would also be a great way to make a shaker card. I'm going to bring my sample here because that one looks a little bit, a little more even Steven, I guess, if you want to call it that. And I am just going to go ahead and we're going to pop this puppy up. Oh, here we go. Take this right out of the packaging so we can have at it. So we're going to put some on the edge here. And see what happened is I got too close to the edge. Whoops. But we're just going to make it work. You guys get the idea, right? And then, oops, I'm going to take another piece. And we'll put it in between the windows. There we are. Okay. Whew, we got through that. And peel these off. Like so. Whoops. Oh my goodness, this one's stubborn, but it doesn't help because I do have these fake nails going on. There we are. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. I'm going to put this towards the bottom. That is really uneven. Oh well, it is what it is. And then I went ahead and I cut in advance these cute little boxes with the bow. And I used crushed curry. Whoops, grab them here. Crushed curry. And I used, let's see here. This is, oh my gosh, Shy Shamrock. I'm like, it's a new in color, Dawn, think of it. And then this is Shaded Spruce. Shy Shamrock, Shaded Spruce, and Crushed Curry. Okay, so first of all, I need my liquid glue. Like I said, I should have refilled this little guy. He's getting low, but we'll make it work. And I'm setting 2 of them inside without dimensionals. And then I want this one popped up with a dimensional. Just like that. And then this, no dimensional. We're gonna put them in just like so. And then our free gifties, we're gonna do the same we did on the top. 2 of them will be glued into place with multi-purpose glue. And then we'll pop this one up with a dimensional. Now, I don't know if I told you guys, but I have a bonus card to show you. I'm not going to put it together or assemble it, but I will show you the other card that I came up with on my very own after we're done assembling these cards. Also, now I need Happy Birthday. And also my Azure Afternoon ink pad. Grab my block. Whoops. I have things falling and coming at me. Mini avalanche going on here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. It's a fun font, isn't it? I really like that. Very festive for a birthday. Clean that off so I don't forget. All right. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this a little bit, I don't know, kind of like, let's do this. I'm going to set or put a dimensional on the end. So it's going to be on this end because we've already popped up the background. And I'm going to kind of offset it. Kitty wampus, as I call it in my terms, a kitty wampus. And then I'm going to bring back these beautiful little shiny gems. These are the iridescent faceted gems. And I'm going to put one there and a couple little guys. Whoops. Let's see here. We'll put one here. And how about another one right there? Looks pretty. Okay. And there you are. There is card number 2. Now, if you wanted to make these into shaker cards, which I think would be really cute, you'd want to seal off completely in the back with your adhesive strips. And, of course, put some, call them window sheets, acetate, whatever. I don't remember what we call it. I think we call it window sheets in the catalog. And make sure that the windows are blocked, right? Because you don't want things shaking and falling out of the card. But then again, maybe you do. I don't know. It could be like a fun joke for somebody. I don't know. But anyway, this is card number 2. And one card left. Whoops. Take it out of the envelope here so you guys can see it better. Isn't this cute? I love it. Now, I did mine again, just slightly different than what was in the catalog. But that's okay, because, you know, it's great to run with a few additional ideas. Whoops. All right. So we are using for the card base one of our new ink colors. So here is Shy Shamrock. I had to think about that. Shy Shamrock. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and is scored at 4 1/4. Then we have our liner for inside the card, which is basic white, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and get this little guy right out of the way and adhere him inside the card. Like that. All right. Then I have another piece here of Shy Shamrock as well. And this piece, whoops, this piece here is cut at 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. We're going to end up layering that onto here. I thought about running it through an embossing folder, but I was like, no, we'll do what was in the catalog just for fun. See how it turns out. And then I have some basic white, just strips of, I think it's like 2 1/4 inch strips of white for our labels that we're going to cut out. And then also, I did one in advance. I stamped in shaded spruce, and I think that this is, let me see if I grabbed it. I was going to say, I think it is crushed curry, or is it daffodil? Nope, it's Daffodil Delight. Sometimes I have a hard time distinguishing between the two of them. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead. I did do one, but we're going to assemble just a couple of these. Oh, let's see here. Shaded spruce. There we are. And what I like to do, I'm going to use my punch this time instead of the dies. The punch goes this way, not this way. So what do we want to do? We want to stamp them so that they are landscape, not horizontal. So I need 2 more. Where did my stamp set go? Here it is. In front of my face where I put it. Oh my goodness. You guys never know what you're going to get when you watch me. Okay, I need my block. Whoops. Lay that down and attach. And go ahead, we're going to stamp these. I actually gave myself extra white strips. Whoops, you can't even see what I'm doing. Hello. In case I made a boo-boo. But I think I'm good. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp these before I punch them out. So I need this stamp right here. And we're going to go ahead, do all the hard work first. And just like so. And there we go. Notice that moment of silence where I'm deeply concentrating. And then we're going to use the Daffodil Delight. Let's see here. Daffodil Delight and our flowers. And I am going to double check myself because I'm thinking, no, I think it's, whoop, I almost dropped that right in the ink. Oh my goodness. So I always like to give like a trial run before I ink my stamp to make sure that the stamp is going the right direction and that we're using the right ink color. Come here, Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to go ahead, ink this up, and then we're going to line it up. Yeah, let's see here. Well, that's not too bad. It's not the best, but you know, it's handmade, right? And there we go. I like that one better. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, bring our punch in, punch these little guys out, and then we'll assemble the card. It looks like I already cut out all my little words. But what I did is I used a 1/2 inch strip of basic white for my sentiment right here. And I stamped just for you, and then I just cut the words apart separately. Okay, let's go ahead and assemble the card. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this piece, which is, I think I said 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, with dimensionals. Peel the little guys off. The other day I found a couple of these on Pearl. I can always tell when she's in my stamp room. Okay, and center it-ish. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these on direct with some multi-purpose glue. Like so. Like that. And then the gist for you, I'm actually going to trim this off just a tad. There we go. And I'm going to put these on also with multi-purpose glue. This is like super simple card. Oops. That's kind of why I like this bundle. It's just more simple-ish. There we go. And there we are. Now we need, of course, a little bit of bling. Oops. And where did I put that here? There we go. And let's add one here. A large and then two little guys. There we are. And there is card number 3. What did you guys think of that one? Kind of different. Very different cards for me because usually I'm used to a lot more foo-foo and stuff. Let me grab the other 2. And then I have, like I said, another card to show you here. So, where did I put it? Aha, it's right in front of me once again. Go figure. So here's another card that I made. Now, I don't think that these are available right now. And honestly, I can't remember if these were carrying over or not. I would like to hope that they are carrying over. These are the Whisper White. Well, they used to call them Whisper White. Obviously, I've had these for a while. Basic white note cards and envelopes. So they're 3.5 by 5 in size. There's 20 of them. I think the price did increase since I put that on there. 20 envelopes and 20 note cards. And they're just the smallest size that you can sneak through at the post office. But with that being said, I went ahead. I used that same stamp that we just used. And I stamped it in Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, and I believe that this was also Daffodil Delight. And then I colored the butterflies in the respective colors, just like I colored the other butterflies, just using the dark and the light of each color. And I just thought that that came out kind of pretty. Again, a very simple card, but a pretty card. All right, guys. Thank you so much for popping on this afternoon and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I know that you guys have a lot of things that go on Sundays, and I know that your time is valuable. So thank you for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, or if you have questions as far as what I've used today, if you have questions on the starter kit special, anything at all, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. But in the meantime, have a great rest of your Sunday crafternoon and have a wonderful week. I will see you the same time, same place, same bat channel right here at Dawn's Creative Chalet on my business page at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much, Carol. Bye-bye.